Take three. Hello, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and I am going to do a pick a card reading for you. I'm going to put in the description box below because I'm going to do a quick update really quick. I wanted to do an update because I am a little bit late with my readings. Normally I would have had it out by now, but I have been so we went on vacation for my mom's birthday because it was her birthday last week, and we went to go visit my brother, one of my brothers that lives in North Carolina. And from where I am at in the United States, it's a 10-hour drive for me to go out to go visit my brother and my nephew. But it was my first time meeting him, my nephew that is, and it was really awesome. Love that little boy. He's so freaking cute. Now I have to figure out a tattoo for him because, I just can't not. And, yeah, that was cool. It was alright seeing my brother. We don't really get along all that well. But we went to play a board game, and I think I got his son addicted to that game, and that was cool. So if you have noticed, because I'm pretty sure you'll see it at some point, there is a large scrape that is on my forehead and on my nose. I'm not diseased. I fell into a table and scraped my face up, and I definitely lost that one. So that's what the red marks are all over my face, and if it looks like they're bleeding, they probably are. And then, let me see. So I did want to mention that my pick a card readings will be, I think I'm going to change them up, okay? I did change up this one, and I'll explain how I changed it up, but I do think I'm going to change them up because I have been drawn to do more collective readings than I have been to do pick a cards. But I'm a very stubborn person, and I love pick a cards. So I've been trying to stick with it, but yeah, so that's actually why I'm doing this reading this way, is because, I'm being drawn to do collective readings, but I don't want to. So it's a collective pick a card. It's been a very long couple weeks. Actually, it's been a long month. It's only going to get longer. We're setting up this pool for my mom for her birthday as well. It was I was going to pay for this trip to go and see my nephew so that she could meet him, because she's been on me about having children for years now. So, this was a good idea. We went to go and visit Tommy. She got her grandkid fixed, so she should be off of my case for a little bit. And then, we did a lot of talking and a lot of catching up, which is something that we normally do. And I love traveling. It's actually one of the things that I genuinely love doing is traveling, and especially around the United States. We've got some beautiful freaking scenery. You don't know until you actually get out of your comfort zone and you go out there and you go see things. And yeah. I'm a big fan of the mountains. I don't want to live in the mountains. I would just like to admire from afar, okay? Especially the Appalachian Mountains. I'm good. So, but it's some scary area. I don't care what anybody says. You just freaking go by. You can feel how old and ancient, and how there are secrets there that you don't want to, you don't need to know. But anyways, yeah, it was really freaking beautiful. I love traveling through the mountains. My family absolutely hates it. They're like, oh, it's beautiful. We don't like doing it because they drive and I don't drive. And I mean, I have a permit for the 8th time, but my mom will not let me drive her van, and I can't really blame her. It's a big vehicle, and I've never driven a big vehicle. But I'm gonna have to start because I just bought a red van. Well, I just got a red van, and I have to learn to drive it. But I guess that's just within the time. Anyway, yeah, so I have been a little bit occupied, trying to get my license. This vacation with my mom, for her birthday, but vacation should be off. I'm not going to be taking any more vacation. Well, I'll be taking a vacation in September, but it's not going to be a traveling vacation. It's going to be a freaking stay-at-home vacation because I deserve one. And then, and the other thing. Okay, so when I put out videos, I've always done it kind of on days where I have off for my rotation at work. My rotation at work, I'm 4 days off and 3 days on. 4 days on, 3 days off. Well, my rotation is currently changing for the first time in like freaking years. And it's not up to me. It's not my choice. It is something that I've been complaining about for years, and they're finally doing something about it. But because my rotation is changing, my days are changing that I'm going to have off, and the days that I'm working, and so forth. So, and I've been very stressed about it, actually. I'm trying not to be, because, you know, like, I know certain people have my back, and then, like, I also know that if somebody does me wrong, they're going to pay, like, instantly. But the problem is that, like, I have a hard time with change. Like, and it's so funny because I'm an Aquarius. Aquarians are really good at change. I am not. Okay? I have never been great at change. So, yeah, I've been working this particular rotation for like 2 or 3 years now. And then suddenly I'm going to be changing, and it's supposed to change every 6 months from now on. Yeah, that's going to happen. So, I gotta look for a new job, which sucks, and then it is what it is. So, yes, been very, very chaotic, a lot going on. So that is why I haven't been doing readings a whole lot, is because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my current job, because I've been there a long time. I make a decent amount of money there, and like it's a good job. It's just not going to work out for me anymore. So I need to figure something else for myself, and it has been taking a lot of time, because like I said, this job is something I genuinely like doing. I'm really good at it. Like, I'm really good at it. And people love working with me. Like, it's just the expectations that are put forth now, I feel like, are a little too late compared to when it should have been. And then there are people that are still consistently not getting treated the way that they should be treated, whereas other people are just getting away with everything. And it's just getting to that point where I just can't deal with it anymore. It happens every few years where I have to switch up a job, but like, I've been at this job for like on and off for like 10 years, so I think it's just time for me just to leave it and just let it go. But it's hard for me. Again, like, change has never been a good thing for me, so time is a thing for me at the moment. Alright, enough about my personal life, because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want, well, I know some of you guys do, because I have been asked about it quite a bit, but I'm just going to get into the reading now, because I don't really want to talk about myself anymore, and it'll put me in a funk. So I do want to smoke a little bit of this cone right here, and then sorry, my nose will not stop running today. Alright, so I'm going to wait till the 8-minute mark. That's what we're going to say the pick a card is 8. Okay, I'm excited. I haven't done one. I've been thinking about it all week. Alright, so for my pile 1, for you guys, I'm going to have it by the cards that you guys choose from. For me, it's going to be the coffin color. Okay? So pile 1, we have Judgment. Just go ahead and pick from your the tarot card. Timestamps will be in the description box below. Pile 2 is the Sun. Let's see if you can see it a little better. And for pile 3, we have 7 of Pentacles. For those of you that have interest in tarot cards, the tarot cards I am currently using and that are always sitting on my desk are the Lightseer Tarot. Other cards I will be using for this reading, because I've been asked a few times. We also have Tea Leaf Oracle. I have cards I have made that are over here that you guys cannot see quite yet. And we got True Emotional Oracle cards. And then I have a mixture of 2 Oracle decks, you know, slash tarot, but they're more like Oracle decks. There's like, honestly, I'm not going to go looking for it, but it's 2 different kinds of decks. They look very similar to me, like in artwork, so that's why I put them together. And then we also have this beautiful deck, which I actually cannot remember what it's called right now. And then What's the Tea? and then angel messages, and then divine purpose, and then another deck of cards that I made. So those are the cards that I'll be using for these messages. So that should have given you enough time to figure out which pile is for you. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Timestamps will be in the description box below. For each pile, I did pick out charms and slips to start out with, so that's what we can build up into to pick out your cards. Now, this pick a card is what you need to know. So whatever comes out is going to be your message. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. Alright. Alright, what time are we at? 11. 40. Okay, my pile 1, if you chose the Judgments card, this is your pile. Alright. Just going to try to have it sit in some kind of way so you can see it easily. There we go. Alright. So what I'm really getting from this is that I feel like you are under judgment. I also feel like... Okay. Alright, I feel like I'm talking to a person that they feel like they're under a lot of judgment from the people that are around them, but it's like currently a certain situation, or maybe it's like a workplace where you are actually being judged for like the work that you put in or something that you've done. Like there could have been a recent accident where you'd be like, I feel like you could be being investigated in some kind of a way. But I feel like there is a lot of eyes on you, and there's a lot of there's like a decent amount of gossip that's about you. You know, a lot of people are talking about you, and I feel like you're getting very annoyed with this. I do feel like I'm talking to a male. Honestly, it kind of feels like a masculine energy, but it's up to, you know, whoever. It could also be feminine. Okay, so, but the reasons why I feel like I'm talking to a male is because I do see a dad here. I also see... Oh, okay, well that makes a lot more sense. It does make sense. Okay, alright, let me start this over, okay? I feel like there's a lot of judgment for you that about you from your parents. Specifically, it could be a father, or it could be somebody that you can have children with. Okay, they could be the children of your child, or parents of your child. So the reason why I feel like there's a lot of judgment on you is because I feel like you could be in a position of power, or your father's in a position of power, but I feel like it's you that is in a position of power. Okay, and you have this very bad reputation. Like, you might have slight anger issues, but I feel like there's a lot that's said about you. I do feel like I'm talking to a male. I feel like I'm talking to like a masculine energy, but there is a lot said on your name, okay? And I feel like it's because of the way that you come off. I feel like you're a smart ass. You're a little bit impatient. You might be crazy at sometimes. Like, you might have crazy ideas or like expectations. And I do feel like your hair is like longer. Like, I feel like you might have been growing your hair out a bit, but it's also something like, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's just like you haven't cut it in a while, and like it hasn't been trimmed, and like somebody has brought that up on several occasions. Like I feel like this could be your father that has brought it up a few times that you need to get a haircut. I do see Pisces here, so you could have Pisces somewhere in your placement, or there could be a Pisces around you. The letters T and P came out. Now, when I first saw T and P, I actually thought like toilet paper is needed. I need to pick up toilet paper. Like that's what came to my mind. So that could be something you've been thinking about and you just keep forgetting. I do see you looking at yourself often, like trying to figure out, like I feel like you have this reputation for like being kind of a badass, maybe like because you have anger issues. There's a lot of like talking about how like you kind of just like things can get to you, and like when things get to you, you might take it out on people around you. I also see like you are very, so for like a woman, we normally would say like you're very crafty, you can figure out your way out of any situation. And for like a male, like, you know, it's like it's the same thing but it's different in a way. It's like you can get yourself out of sticky situations, in any kind of situation. Like if it comes to people, you can somehow always talk your way out of it. When it comes to like something breaking down, you always find a way to fix it or ghetto fix it, and was what I'm hearing, in order to get to point A to point B, or to, you know, fix what it is that you need. I feel like there's a lot that's being said about you, and I'm seeing like these red headphones. Like I'm seeing these red headphones on top of somebody's head, like ignoring what's being said about you, like almost like earmuffs, but like also listening from like within as well, like listening to the music, listening to what's being like said to you, because I do feel like there's a lot of messages in music for you, especially from your your highest your highest version of yourself. I do feel like you've been getting a lot of music, a lot of different, I keep hearing a lot of different kind of music. Like it might be something that you're not used to. Like I feel like you might listen to like a certain type of music and you kind of stick with that, right? But I feel like there's a lot of music that's being brought to you because these have messages in it for you, right? These messages cannot be said from the type of music that you normally listen to. It has to be brought to you in a different form of music, if that makes sense. There's also something about like, so I feel like you feel like, okay, because I don't feel like it's just judgment from your parent, like from your like father like figure. I do feel like there's judgment from like people around you at work as well. Like I had said that originally, and I do feel like that as well. Like there's just a lot of judgment that I feel like you feel is on you right now for the things that you're doing or the things that you have done, okay? And I feel like you have been doing a lot of inner reflection on these kinds of things, because I feel like you've been getting blamed for a lot of things that I feel like you don't feel like you should be getting blamed for. I also feel like there's a lot of things that you are getting looked at that, you know, like, I don't think you could have helped how the situation had come about, but you could have helped the way that you reacted, is what like they keep saying in my head. There is also like some form of action that you need to take. This action is going to bring you towards, it's going to bring you towards a truth that needs to be heard, a truth that needs to be said. There's also something about like, because when I said truth, I heard truth bomb. And then I looked over here and I said, it's warning, I'm an asshole. So I do feel like you have a tendency to be very honest, like to the point where like you'll hurt people's feelings with how honest you can be, right? I do feel like there's a lot going on around your life and currently in your life. Like it feels like there's constantly some kind of a drama, something that's constantly going on. Like I feel like there's also a bit of, there's some things going on around you that you know about that you might not normally have had access to this knowledge before. And I feel like it's because you're in a position of power, right? And I feel like because you're in this position of power, like the people around you are like, I'm seeing green eyes, very green eyes. Are they green eyes? Why would I say that? Anyway, they remind me of this guy. Okay. Anyway, so there's a lot of drama that's happening around you or currently in your life. Okay, now I feel like some of the stuff that's happening currently in your life could actually revolve around your father or your mother, like one of them could be sick, you know, or like they need a little extra attention compared to the days that they needed to. So I feel like you could be very worried about your parents at the moment. Ouch. And there's something about like, because I see somebody eating popcorn, like watching this show, right? Like, I do feel like there's a lot of people could feel that way about your life. Like, there's a lot going on in your life, and it's very interesting. Okay, I do see a lot of movement, like a lot of movement, a lot of action being taken place, especially in the near future. Okay, and this is very different than what you're used to. This is a complete change from what you are used to. Okay, like you are stepping into a completely new path for yourself, right? And in this new path, I feel like that is like, because it's literally like a door closing and a door opening up. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, this is literally a new path for you. And it's like the old path for you is dead. You can't go back. There is no going back to that old path. It's just done with. It's over with. Okay. And you're a very clever person. You are very like, you are like on your feet, you know, like you can just figure things out really easily. Like you are very good at problem solving. Like that's something that you're good at. And you're also, you know how to protect yourself and to protect the people that you love, which is actually very important to you. But there is something about like, because of the position of power that you are in your current like workplace or like your whatever, and I feel like it is your workplace. I do feel like there's a lot of things that is brought to your attention. And then there's a lot of like secrets that's being told to you. And I feel like at this point, you're like at a point where you're just like sitting back watching, like eating popcorn, seeing how things unfold. Because I do feel like there was a lot of things that was being said, that was being judged, but like put upon you that should never have been put upon you. And it's like, it's now being turned back on those people. Okay. And there is stuff that's going to be brought to the attention of, like either to you or to like the attention of like somebody that's over you, that's going to change things for like the better. You know, like I do feel like there is somebody who, there is like somebody, like a particular person that keeps trying to start drama with you. This is something that you could work with. But like the drama that they're trying to start with you is like, there's something, it's jealousy is really what it is. Like there's something that you have that this person really wants, right? Excuse me for, you know, my nose, but like I told you it'd be like doing this weird thing all week. Not all week. Anyway, so like there is like, there's a passive judgment that you have been a part of that's going to be sentenced in a way, if that makes sense. Like it's seen and now it's going to be brought to the attention, and it's going to be shown, there's going to be light shown on it to be like, this was a problem and this is how we're going to solve it. We also have, there is also like Jesus loves you, like that came out here as well. So there is like, okay, so like I feel like your father definitely loves you. He definitely worries about you. There is something about like, I feel like this, it's just like, I don't know why, but this is how I'm going to say it. This is how I'm being brought to it. So this is how I'm going to say it. You could be in a family where there's like 3 kids or more, right? You're like, but I feel like 3 is important. I feel like you could be the middle child, okay? The middle child always gets a lot of crap. Now, I could just be biased because I'm the middle child, but I do feel like that's true, okay? We are usually the ones that have the most issues, and we tend to get blamed for the most things, even though majority of the time it's not our fault. It's just how it is, okay? And I feel like that's the same thing for you. I feel like for most of your life, you're blamed for things that you hadn't done. There's always been a lot of judgment on you, and I also feel like there's always been like a lot of eyes and like, you know, kind of like pushing you towards things, right? And it's like finding an inner solution for yourself to not feel the need to do what it is that other people are asking you to do. Especially if it makes you feel uncomfortable. There's something about like doing something for somebody very close, like maybe it's the father, like doing something for somebody that's very close that makes you feel very uncomfortable, but like you feel like you don't have an option because like it's family, and that's what I keep hearing. It's family, it's family, it's family. Okay, but if it's family and you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't fucking do it. Like, especially if it's something that's not in your realm of like beliefs. And I feel like that could be something that's being very, that's very, prominent here. It's like making somebody do something that they don't feel comfortable doing. I feel like there's something you have been needing to take action on for a while, but I feel like you've kind of been like laying back on it, like you don't really want to do that. We're gonna see what's this tea. I want to see how you're feeling like judged. Like, where is it that you feel like you're being judged? There's also like being looked. I want to see it because I do see in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like the Four of Cups, which is like somebody not looking at something that's right in front of them, like not seeing something that's right in front of them. And I feel like you might have a problem with doing that. Like, but I feel like it's more like you have a hard time seeing your inner self, okay? Because that's what I'm being drawn to right here, okay? This chick has this inner beauty, this inner balance within herself, right? You have an inner beauty, an inner balance within yourself that I feel like you might have a hard time tapping into, right? See how this, she's just like, it's just coming right out of her, right? I feel like there are certain moments, certain times where you feel like that really comes out of you, it really comes rushing out of you, but I feel like it's really hard for you to do that. Like, I feel like it's just hard for you to let that inner, you know, like that inner balance out for you, to let it be seen. I'm also hearing the word shine, like, and glow from Livingston came to mind, so you might want to look that song up. There could be like, okay, so I'm also seeing like feeling like you're being judged by somebody that you found interesting, but they don't find you interesting. Like, you have an interest in somebody, and like it's like they kind of turned you down because they had no interest in you. Something about traveling as well. Like, you could have to travel to this person, and this person may have to travel to you. But this person kind of like forces like things onto you. Like, they kind of force their way like in, and like they kind of use force to get what they want. Here's also something that I'm getting, though, about that. Like, because I do feel like this person did kind of force their way in, but I don't think they necessarily, like, forced their way in. Like, I kind of feel like it was kind of, like, a slow kind of thing, right? Like, it's like this person did something that really surprised you, okay? Like, it shocked you. Like, I'm, like, seeing in my mind's eye, like, it's something just, like, simple as, like, a handing or a talking to or looking at you in a similar, like, in a certain way. Like, there is something this person did that, like, change your outlook, right? I really got you hooked when they did this, right? Like, you see this person as like jackpot. Like, this is the person that you wanted. Like, this is what you've been looking for such a long time, and it's so unexpected because I feel like when it had happened, when this person did something, like, they could have looked at you a certain way. And I feel like that's what it is. Like, they looked at you in a certain way, or they had done something or said something to you that touched you. Like, it touched you so deeply, and it was so unexpected. Like, you did not expect this from this person. You didn't expect this in that moment. Like, there was something about not expecting it at all. Feeling like you hit the jackpot. But here's the thing. I don't feel like you took the chance that you needed to take in order to go towards this jackpot you feel that you had. Like, I feel like something held you back. Like, something held you back. I feel like you thought that this person was something that they're not. Like, I feel like you thought this person was, like, worse than they really are. And, like, it kind of, like, has this person, like, on hold, right? All right, let's get an actual freaking card. We have carless. Somebody could have no car. I'm also seeing 3 here. So it's, like, okay, that's what be talking about. So, like, 3, you could have, like, 3 karmic friends. You could have 3 people that are around you that, like, you can't fully trust them because there's always some kind of a secret competition, like, going on with these people, right? And I do feel like that's kind of what this platform is referring to, is there is a lot that's around you at the moment that is, like, very entertaining, especially for you, but for a lot of people around you as well, right? There is also thief here, so somebody could have stolen something from you. And I do feel like there is something along those lines. I feel like it could be more of an emotional kind of thing than anything, though, because I also see happiness hater here. I see boss daddy. Moving on. I feel like you are being pushed to move on from a situation, because like I do feel like there was a situation where it could have been like a third party. It could have been like, I'm hearing like it could have been a possibility. But a lot of things got in the way of it. A lot of judgment happens. I feel like you may have also been passing judgment on a certain situation or like a certain like relationship that was really putting you off. And it's like because you didn't go towards that, it is also being taken away from you. And I do see, like, because in position of power, boss daddy, like, I do feel like you could be, like, a boss of some sort. But I'm being told that you're going to have to move on from this situation. Because there's a lot of things you're not seeing that's being done, right? There's a lot of things around you that you need to be prepared for, and that is something that these cards really want you to know, is that you need to be prepared for something that's going to be happening. This big change in your life that's coming, like, I feel like you see this big change, right? I feel like you have been doing a lot of reflecting because you can feel it coming as well. And when we are in reflection, we tend to let go of a big piece of ourselves, like an old version of ourselves, right? And I feel like that's what you're working on. You just need to work on blocking what you hear other people saying, because you just need to focus on yourself. I feel like that's a hard one. You do have a tendency to be insecure about what other people think about you. And when it comes to this next step in your life, you need to let go of that. You need to be prepared to let go of what other people think of you. You just need to realize that the person I'm also hearing like your belief, like, you could be Christian, you could be spiritual, but there is something about having a deep love and a deep, like, I don't know, like, knowing when it comes to your faith. This is something that you feel very strongly about, and I feel like this strength when it comes to your, like, religion or, like, something that you believe in so severely, that's what helps you move along this change, like, go across and make things happen for yourself. There is a couple people I would suggest looking out for, because you got like karmic friends that are coming out here. You also have thief here too. So there is like somebody around you that is trying to steal from you. They're trying to take something from you. And they're trying to act like they're not doing it. They're trying to act like this is something that you need in order to move on with your life. But I feel like you're dodging bullets by walking away from this person or this like friendship group. Alright, we're going to get one card really quick from Angel Messages just to get advice on what to do about this situation. Can we get some advice for me, Kyle? Thank you. We have caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. See, like, I feel like there's something hidden that you're not seeing, and I feel like once you look closer to it, you'll see it for what it really is. It could be with a certain situation, it could be with a certain person, but I do feel like it is with a situation that is, like, you are currently in. You also have, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. So I feel like you're doing a lot of different things, a lot of amazing things for your life at the moment. Like I said, you are on this big change at the moment, and I feel like because you're going through this large change, you are really looking at yourself and you're really making the changes you need to make. You need to watch where you go, because I feel like people are going to try to bring you down to their level. They're also going to try to make you feel bad about a certain situation. Just don't let them bother trying to put you in that kind of a situation. And look at things a little further before making a decision right away, if that makes any sense. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. That is all I have for you, my pile one. I hope this was helpful. If this was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. The more the merrier, okay? Sometimes I don't know if I should keep doing this. It's nice to know that I should keep doing this. I am going to move on to my pile 2, so maybe we meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile 2, if you chose the sun, this is for you. I'm going to light another incense since that one went out pretty quickly. So far, from what I am seeing from this, because I am getting a few different things from this reading, right? I am mainly getting, like, the biggest, for sure, yes, don't even have to question, is that I do feel like you are in a spot in your life where you have come to the like there is something about a self-love. It's like feeling such self-love for yourself and feeling so, I feel like you've been really focusing on yourself and making your dreams come true. Like, I feel like there's just a lot more of a focus on yourself than there is on anything else at this moment, right? I feel like you could be dancing in the, like, sunlight. Like, there is something about just enjoying every moment as it comes. There's also something about, like, maybe a certain crystal being worn often around the neck. You might want to cleanse it, but there is something, or it could have recently been cleansed. But there is, like, something about a feminine energy, very happy, very in their own power, feeling like they're full of energy, just so happy, you know, with, like, what's going on with them in life in general. Self-love, like, so much self-love. Like, I feel like you could have at some point been very assertive when it came to a certain relationship or a certain situation in your life, right? There's something about that situation or that person that made you take a closer look at yourself. And it's like when you took that closer look at yourself, I feel like you fell in love with yourself in doing so. Now to get to what I'm seeing here. I do see Aries, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. The letters that came out are D, B, and Z. The things that came to mind when I saw D, B, and Z, one, something about sleep, something about dreams that you've been having, and like, I don't know, there's also something about like a dream bag, like a dream pouch bag, like maybe you've done something to where you can have more clarity when it comes to your sleep. And there's also something about, because we also have not my circus, not my monkeys, which is actually like, you know, this isn't my problem, so I'm not going to deal with it kind of a situation. Like, I feel like you have that mindset at the moment. Like, if it's not your, like, if you're not there, if it's not something that you are a part of, it's not your problem. Like, you don't want to deal with it. Like, there is something about just, I feel like you're just in the moment of going with the flow, taking things as they are. You could have recently gone on a vacation, or you could have recently traveled by plane somewhere. Like, there is something about not letting things holding you back anymore is what I'm hearing. I feel like you could be listening to a lot of older music. Like, I'm hearing like 50s, 60s music. Like, I'm seeing 60s like really prominent in my mind. Like, just listening to like oldies. And I'm also seeing like a record player. So like, you could have a record player that you like to play like old records on. There is something about a long memory. Like, there's something in from your memory that like you keeps being brought up to you. Like, there is like, it could be something that you could be dreaming about as well. I heard bad dreams. Like, it could have been something you've had a lot of bad dreams about. Like, there is something that keeps being brought to your memory. There is something about it that you need to like take a closer look at. You could feel like you've been in a third party situation, but I kind of feel like at the moment you're like the center of your own world. Like, you're only paying attention to yourself because like I feel like you've paid attention to enough people in your life. So I feel like you're really focusing on yourself. Yeah. Okay, so there is somebody that's going to be coming into your life, okay? Or they could already be in your life. Now, there's a lot of things that's being brought to me about this, okay? There is something about dreams coming true, so I do feel like you are currently working on making your dreams come true. By going with the flow and really focusing on yourself, that's really what brings in your dreams, right? But I do feel like you are also going to be getting a love call very soon. This is from somebody that feels like you are both written in the stars. This person feels like you are fated to be together. This love call, and it is a love call. Like, somebody is going to tell you like how their feelings. They're going to be very assertive. They're going to tell you what's been on their mind. This person smells very good. This person watches sports. You find them to be very funny, and they could be a writer. But here's the thing. I do feel like this person was a player or a playerette. Like, I feel like this person, like, he likes to play with people's feelings, emotions. But there is something about telling you that this person feels like you two are written in the stars. This person could have put you in a third-party situation you didn't feel right with. I heard double branded. I don't know what that is, but I just heard double branded. I'm also seeing, like, because there's a cola here. To me, because it could mean several things, but I feel like it's just like wanting something sweet, sugary, and turning out not to be good for you. Like, I feel like that could be a certain situation. It could have actually be talking about like maybe cola is your favorite drink, but I do feel like there's something about like being watered down but not quite good for you, but tasty enough to keep you interested, if that makes sense. It's got to make sense because that's what's coming to mind. And then we also have 8 ball here. Now, I have a lot of different meanings for this 8 ball, okay? Because, like, I don't know, I think it's so freaking cute. I love, like, 8 ball things. But, okay, so I'm seeing in my mind's eye, like, an 8 ball, like, shaking up an 8 ball and asking it a question. And, like, there is something about, like, we all have magic within ourselves, right? And, like, the tools that we use, like tarot cards, for example, are just tools. They're just an extension for what we are thinking or feeling being shown out to us, like, in a, just, like, in a layout, you know? Like, and I feel like that for every tool that we use in divination and just in general, okay? Like, these things are like extensions of ourselves in a way, but we don't technically need it because we already have it within ourselves, right? And I do see somebody playing with an 8 ball and asking it questions and being unsure of the answers that you're getting. But the interesting thing is that when you shake up this 8 ball, it's literally giving you the same answer because you are answering the question for yourself. When you hold this 8 ball in your hands, you don't realize you are actually putting magic into this 8 ball that you're holding, and it's giving you the answer that you need. May not be the answer you want to hear, but it is the answer that you need. I am also seeing something about playing pool, and I'm seeing like solids and stripes. Like, I don't know, like there's something about that, and like I'm seeing like an 8 ball going in at the last minute. Like, there is just like, you could be, this person could ask if you want to go grab a Coke, if you want to go grab a drink and go play some pool. Like, I feel like that's what this person is trying to do. This person is also very nervous, like, about this whole situation. Like, they are so nervous coming towards you because I feel like they're just not, you know, they're not used to it. I'm also seeing 8 as in, like, you are in a very luxurious part of your life. Like, you're receiving a lot of blessings at this moment, like a lot of good fortune, and I feel like there is a lot of eyes on you for seeing what you're going through at the moment. I think I'm going to take from What's the Tea? I think that's what I'm going to use for getting a little more information, because I kind of want to know what's going on with this, like, third-party situation I keep getting drawn to. What's this third-party situation I'm seeing? Like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I do feel like there is somebody that's asking you, like, there is somebody that's trying to, like, fish for comments when it comes to you. This is somebody that you could have moved on from, because I feel like you felt like this person was, like, hating on you. Like, spiritually, they could have been hating on you. Yeah. This person, like, they don't really, like, I don't think somebody really wants you to be happy. Like, it's like they see you happy, and it kind of, like, puts a damper on their mood a little bit. It's kind of what I'm getting. A dirty offer. But I want to see what this is about. Alright, I feel like you've been haunted by, like, somebody asking you something. Like, somebody was offering you something. Like, you've been haunted by it. You've been thinking about it quite a bit. Like, maybe you recently got this love call, or you're about to get this love call. There is something about it that's going to haunt you, okay? There is an offer when it comes to it. Like, this person does have an offer for you, and I do feel like it could be a dirty offer, because, like, there is something about, like, I keep seeing playerette. Like, it could be a player that's trying to come towards you because they see how happy and how, like, focused on yourself you are, right? This person is, like, pretty much, like, running to you. I felt like they originally ran from the situation with them. I feel like you were dodging bullets when this person was like, you know, trying to come towards you. Like, this person, I feel like they're very haunted by you. Like, I feel like they put you in a third party situation. Like, I was seeing that earlier, so I do feel like they were putting you in a third party situation. I feel like you got, it says obsessive lover here. I feel like you maybe you did get obsessive. There is something about like needing a break from the situation, and when you took that break from that situation, instead of focusing so much on this person and like on the situation, and you started putting it towards yourself, that's when you really started bringing things into yourself. That's when you really started getting downloads, started getting realizations, and that's when blessings really started happening for you, right? I feel like there's, I feel like this person putting you in this third party situation, like they were running from the situation between the both of you, right? But the only thing that they wanted to give you was like a dirty offer. Like it made, like there's something about what they were offering you that made you feel dirty, okay? It could have just been like, hey, you know, like this person could have been in like an open relationship and was asking you to join in on the open relationship, and it's like that's not something that you have any interest in, from so you ran from that situation. And in running from that situation, like you escaped these people, like they're crazy people, and I feel like you protected yourself by doing this. And I do feel like there is like, I do feel like the person that is in a, you know, like they were trying to ask you to be with them in this third party situation, I feel like they could, I feel like they're very unhappy in their current relationship, but they don't know how to get out of it, which is why they keep bringing people into the relationship. But I see you're not taking that. You're not looking for that. You're looking for something that works for you, something that is, I seen in my mind's eye this, one of my charms is called Ticket to Happiness. I'm seeing like you, stepping out of this situation you got yourself into, and like this third party, like seeing you stepping out of this third party situation, and just all of the focus be putting on you and what it is that you truly want, making your dreams come true. So yes, I do feel like, okay, that's also something that they're saying, like the elephant as well, like you have a very long memory, like there's a lot, like you have a lot of memories with somebody, right? This person's going to make a love call to you. They could have recently, but I feel like they're going to tell you that they feel like you guys are fated to be together. But this person is also still currently in another relationship. You may not even know about this, but they are in it. Like, listen to your intuition when it comes to this situation. I feel like that's very important for you to know. You have a very special, like, and I'm also seeing like a special bond with your pets. Like, you could have like a dog or something like that, but there's like an animal that when this person comes around, they react. They don't like this person. Pay attention to that. Animals have a lot, they can sense a lot that we cannot sense. We also have patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. See, like, I do feel like you need to gather more information before you can make a decision on what you want to do with this, like, particular person or this particular situation. I feel like it could be talking about a person. We also have, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a sea salt bath, or a pedicure. I feel like you really just need to continue focusing on yourself and giving to yourself so that you can bring in what it is that you truly want. Like, you know, like, this relationship could have been something that you wanted in the past, but it might not be something that you're interested in now because there's a lot of things that have happened since then, right? And I feel like that's something that some people have a hard time realizing. I do feel like this person does make you laugh, but I feel like there's a lot that you can't forgive when it comes to this person, and that's something that you might want to look at. I do feel like this person has stopped you from going towards things or people that you had interest in because they were trying to make sure that you didn't get what you wanted. Because this person, I feel like they hold a grudge against you. Because like they feel like you've neglected them, you know, like they feel like you aren't reporting to them, you're not talking to them as much as you used to. This person feels like you are moving in silence, and I don't feel like they like that you are moving in silence. This person wants to be all up in your business. They want to get a closer. That's why they might like randomly call you, is because they just want to know what's going on in your life, because they feel like They have no idea. Like, they feel like they're being pushed out of your life, right? But this is a person in wolf in sheep's clothing. And I feel like you will get photo proof of this person, of what kind of person they truly are. And I feel like you're going to get that information a lot sooner than you think. It could have been like after some kind of a traveling that you did. Like, I feel like you could have done some traveling recently, but you're going to be figuring out, you're going to get some kind of photo proof of what kind of a person this person really is, which is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, you're going to have actual physical proof of this person, right? So yeah, that's what I've got for you in my pile 2. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my pile 3. So, maybe meet again. Bye! Alright, my pile 3, if you chose 7 of Pentacles, this is your pile. Alright. What I'm really getting from this is, because I'm seeing a lot of things growing out of the soil, out of the concrete. I feel like survive out of spite. I feel like you have gone through a lot in your life. You've been currently going through a lot as well. Like, there's a lot of things that's going on around you. I feel like you are trying to grow something. You are trying to build something up. I feel like you've been in survival mode for most of your life. Just trying to survive. Just trying to get to this point. Just trying to get to that point, right? And I feel like there's something, or maybe there was something somebody had said to you that kind of brought something else to light that you never really thought about before. Like, it's like growing something. Making something bigger than it really is. And like, here I'm seeing like plants growing. Like, I see growing from seeds to something more. And I feel like that is kind of like what it's referring to. It's like trying to say, like, there was something that you planted a seed, and you've planted an idea that has taken roots. And this root is turning into something that you have, this is something that you've built, right? I'm also getting, you could be having a lot of bad dreams. It could be about a specific person, but I feel like you're having a lot of bad dreams that have been really, like, they've been really taking from your sleep. You could have a RBF, like a resting bitch face. Like, if you're not smiling, people think that you're in a bad mood. I also feel like there's something about, like, because I've heard stoic, like, and it's so funny because I told y'all I was on vacation with my brother, okay? And he said the word stoic, and he was trying to explain what the word meant. And it was making me mad because he wasn't using the right terminology in order to say what it is. Now, I know, and everybody in my family knows, I'm a freak when it comes to words, okay? Like, when I was younger, I read a dictionary. I got crazy. I started reading thesauruses and, like, reading all of, like, so I've got a thing for words. I've always had a thing for words, okay? So when he was saying it and he was describing it, he wasn't describing the right word, and I was getting so annoyed and so... But I have been punished for correcting people when I shouldn't be, when you're just supposed to let them try to explain themselves. So I try not to, right? So I had to walk away. But what I wanted to say when he was saying stoic was standoffish, okay? Because he wasn't just, like I said, he wasn't describing it correctly. I was like, you're meaning standoffish, and that's like what I was hearing in my head, what I wanted to say. So I do feel like there is something about, if you're not like in a smiling mood, or if you're not in a charming mood, because I feel like there's a lot of people that see you as very charming. If you're not doing that, like, it's like people think you're in a mood, like you're angry, but you're just a very standoffish person. Like, you're just like not really a part of the crowd, but like you're there enough to see what's going on. I'm also seeing like a motorcycle in my eye. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like a motorcycle. It's probably because I see this helmet here, and like I'm thinking, you know, you should wear a helmet when you're on a motorcycle. But I was also thinking about how, like, there's a lot inside of your head that you need to protect. There's a lot that's inside of your head that, like, I feel like you feel like you need to protect. You don't want anybody to know what's going on up there at the moment. I feel like you feel like somebody's blaming you for something that you didn't do. and it's driving you crazy. I feel like somebody or you could be cutting somebody off from your life at the moment because, like, maybe you blame somebody for something that they didn't do that you don't realize that they didn't do. Like, there is some kind of a blame game here that isn't needed. There's also a situation that's going to be cut off suddenly. This could be I feel like there's somebody that you could have felt like a deep connection with, somebody that, like, there's somebody that was or is very positive in your life, right? And this person, like, I feel like they're very much on your side is what I'm hearing. Like, they've done a lot of things for you. They've been trying to do a lot of things. I feel like this person tries to keep you calm. This person makes you feel safe without even trying. There's something about their presence that makes you feel safe. But this person has a very calming presence about them, right? And I feel like this person's always trying to keep you calm. They're protecting you. There's something about protection. They could have done something. They could have made a spell, or they could have given you some kind of a talisman for protection, right? I don't know why, but it made me think about, like, I once made something for somebody that was like a protection for them, like a protection bracelet. Now, the way that you have to go about certain things is you have to have it on you. It has to be touching your skin in order for it to work. This person that I made it for didn't do that, so it didn't protect him. And you can tell. You can very much tell it's not protecting him. But I can't force somebody to do something. I explained how it worked to him. He didn't go for it. So, like, that is what it is. It was on him, right? And I feel like it's, like, the same situation here. Like somebody could have given you something. And, like, it was for, like, a protection. Or they could have done something that has put a very positive spin on your life, right? And it's like you don't know what this person had done. But they did change it for the positive, for the good. Okay, and there's a lot of protection. Like, this person is protecting you from something or someone, right? And you don't even know about that protection. You don't know about the protection. You just know that this person has put a positive spin on your life. They have been a positive sign in your very existence. There's a very deep connection with this person. Ooh, I just got really hungry. And then I'm also seeing the letter A. It's very prominent in my mind's eye. So this person's name could start with an A. Maybe your name starts with an A. But I'm really getting that this person's name starts with an A. There's something about shining and bright, and I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure. But the A is very bright. Very bright. Like, it's like shining. It's like a white aura. I don't know. There is something about being a hero or being seen as a hero. This person could have seen you as a hero at some point in your life. Like, there is something about, like, you saving this person in, like, moments where they feel like they really can't handle. Like, this person could have really bad anxiety, especially when it comes to certain situations. Like I'm just seeing, like, being scared of going into a group of people. Like, this person could have really bad anxiety when it comes to people and groups of people. I see here Pisces came out twice. We also have Aquarius, Taurus, and Aries. This could be you, or this could be talking about this person, right? There is a tower moment that's going to happen. I don't feel like the tower is breaking so much as, like, a foundation is being built. Like, I feel like you are coming up with your own beliefs. Like, you are building something up, and I feel like you, in building this up, is actually really starting to, like form. Like, the ideas that you have put forth are really starting to form now over this time. There's also about, like, I feel like you have a lot of energy. You're constantly on the go. You're constantly moving. You're constantly doing things. I'm also seeing, like, I'm also feeling a lot of, like, sexual energy, a lot of sexual pent up energy as well. And I'm also seeing, like, you're going to have to take a leap of faith when it comes to a certain situation. Like, you're just going to have to take that leap of faith. Like, you know, you don't know what's going to happen, but you're not going to know until you try, until you go for it. There's something about 3 as well, which reminds me of third party, which also reminds me of the last pile. So you might want to check out pile 2. It might have some significance to you. But I am seeing, like, 3. There could be, like, you could have been in a third party situation with this person at some point. There is some kind of a secret This person could have a secret from you, or you have a secret from this person, but there is a secret that is buried deep down. There's also like a message that's just not being seen. Like, okay, so like I kind of getting, ouch, inside of my head, like I'm kind of like seeing like a Snapchat like thing, right? And it's like not seeing a message that was there. It like disappeared like as soon as you opened it up. So like that sucks. That does suck. Okay, and then we also have here like, I feel like the energy that you're putting off around you is like a fuck off and die kind of energy. Like you don't want anybody to come towards you. And I am seeing a lot of rabbits here. So you could have a rabbit, or you could have some sort of a connection with a rabbit. But like, I do feel like there's just like, you don't want to mess with anybody. You don't want anybody inside of your life at the moment because you have your own things going on. You're really kind of like focusing on yourself. And I'm seeing so much sexual energy here too. So like you could be a very sexual person. And like, there, I feel like you're a whore is what I feel like. Sorry if that came out like that, but at the same time, like that is what I'm getting. It's like a lot of screwing around with people, and like I'm seeing needing to cut off connections, needing to let go of certain connections because they're not doing you well. Like they did help you to get to the point of where you are, but it's like needing to cut off connections that are no longer serving you. We also have romantic, unfeeling, older woman, Pisces, rich, well off, famous, and shady. I do feel like this is referring to like two different people that are inside of your life at the moment, right? I feel like there's somebody that's like really rich, really well off. They could be like pretty famous, but I'm also kind of getting famous for both. Like there's like two people that's really coming to mind, right? There's somebody that's a bit shady. This person's rich. They have a lot of money, you know. This person is also very like, they're very unfeeling. Like they have a lot of like, I feel like they have romantic feelings for you, and you could be in a romantic relationship with this person, or like something's going on with the two of you. But it's like this person, like they don't put off that they have feelings. Like I feel like they don't really have feelings for you per se. It's just for like what is going on between the both of you. And this person is very well known. A lot of people know this person. This person doesn't struggle for money. They are fine. There is also another person that's coming through, and that they are both older women. Both of these people are older than you are, right? Now, it could just be a couple years, or it could be a few years. Like, I feel like somebody's very much older than you, and then there's somebody that's slightly older than you, right? And there is a feeling of, like, somebody slightly older than you. This person is very standoffish, very stoic. You know, that's probably where that was coming from. This person is also, like, a romantic. Like, this person is like seriously I'm also seeing no, like their nose stuck in a book. Like this person isn't focusing on any particular person. They could have been focusing on you at one point, and it could have been sexual oriented that this person was focused on you, but there was somewhere along the lines where this person really started to listen to their heart, and they realized that, you know, going into this sexual relationship with you wasn't listening to their heart. So it's like they took a step back. This person is also very popular. A lot of people like to be around this person. A lot of people could talk about this person, especially in your presence. It might actually annoy you sometimes hearing about this person. Now, a lot of letters came out for you, and I'm not putting it back in the coffin for you guys to like read it. So I will just tell you the like initials and tell you the words that I see and there are the names. We have AMJCON. BHHICOVV. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought Bon Jovi. Like I see Bon Jovi, so like that you could have a deep connection with that. I'm also seeing bitch, the word bitch, a bitch. I am, a lot of I am affirmations. The name John, Jonah. Somebody could be a con artist. I'm also seeing Connie for a name. I'm hearing voided. The situation is voided and gone. I'm also seeing the name Josh, Ben, Bon Appetit, Emma, Amma, A-M-I. I don't know why that came through. Via text, via phone call. Let's have a chat. Are you chanting? I heard the question, are you chanting? Vision, vice, voice. Somebody likes the sound of your voice. Somebody wants to joke around with you. Someone's seen you in your pajamas and liked it. COVID has some kind of thing. I'm also seeing video as well, like maybe some kind of a video. And then I'm seeing HIV. Noma, Noma. N-O-M-A. And then, what's your name? I'm hearing what's your name, like somebody asking what's your name. There is a deep heart connection here, alright? And I, like, wish I could figure out what's going on with this. Like, there is somebody here, maybe this, like, deep heart connection you're having with somebody, this person is, like, this person doesn't have money. And you want somebody that's, like, rich, well off, that has all the things that you're looking for, right? It's like this person has certain things that you're looking for, but not all of the they don't hit all the check boxes that you're looking for, right? Alright. There's something about moving here. Like, you could be moving, or somebody could be moving very soon, like, or could be moving towards you. There's some kind of a grudge being held. Somebody's very unbothered by this situation. Alright, I want to know what's going on with this, like... I want to know what's going on with this secret. Somebody's moving in silence. Somebody could be traveling a lot. What is up with this secret in the bottom? Okay. There is somebody around you. The secret that they're holding from you is that they could play with divination. They could play, or they could read tarot. The secret that they're holding from you is that they know what it is that they're looking for. Alright, so I'm seeing okay, it's like two secrets that are being kept from you. One, I feel like, is talking about how one person knows how to read tarot, or like they have more knowledge than they let on that they actually have. This person is somebody that you had a chance to have sex with this person, or have some kind of a situationship with this person, and they turned it down. They turned it down because I feel like you or you were in a state of always partying, always going out with your friends, and you were always very, scarce. Like, you were never around when this person, like, wanted to talk to you or needed to talk to you. This person went through a situation where they felt like they didn't have anybody, and when they needed somebody the most, that person wasn't there. They felt ignored, especially when they were having money issues. So I felt like this person was really in their ego for a while. Like, you hurt their ego, like you hurt their feelings. Like, this person let go of the situation between the both of you. And because they let go of that situation, I feel like this irritated you in a way where you had to start focusing on yourself. There is also something about somebody around you digging dirt on the people that you have interest in, or somebody that you had interest in. I'm also seeing somebody around you. This could be somebody that you're in a relationship with, or that you were in a relationship with. This person is actually digging into somebody from your past, somebody that you had interest in, or somebody that you were going to have something happen between. But the reason they're digging dirt on this person, they're trying to figure out what's going on with them, because I feel like they know that there was some kind of a secret romantic affair that was going on between the both of you. This is somebody that you worked with, by the way. Like, this person that you were going to have something happen with, this, like, sexually, this person is somebody that you do work with. And I feel like this person has a way of shining. Like, they're very bright. This person is very, people are very drawn to them. Like I said, this person is very popular. I wouldn't say they're famous, but they're very popular. People really like this person. Because of that, there's a lot of people that hate on them as well. And I feel like this person that's around you, that you are in a relationship with, or was in a relationship with, has a lot of interest and is very annoyed by that person that you did, have a little fling with when you were at work. This person's constantly, like, looking this person up because they feel rejected. They feel like you rejected them for that person. There's also like getting some kind of an evidence about you or them copying them in some kind of a way, and it's being played out as this person is copying them. But realistically, the person that I feel like the person that got pushed away because they didn't want to have sex is the person that is going to end up they're like uninterested in this whole situation. They don't care for what's going on. They feel like there's something about feeling like being pushed away too many times. Like I feel like this person cut the cord. There's another person here that you do have a sexual relationship with that is very jealous of that situation. The situation, they feel like you chose that person over them and they don't like that. There's also a lot of drama with that shit. I just kind of just want to step out of it, to be honest with you. Like I feel like there's a lot of drama with somebody that's around you that they just want so much, you know, like. And the reality is like what they're asking for is not something that I'm willing to fucking read on. There are two people around you, okay? Your advice is that you have new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. That's not the one I was going to give you, but it's what came out for you too. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Let's get some advice for my pile tree. Always trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition, especially when it comes to people. We know what we're supposed to know when it comes to people. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Dude, that's literally what I just said. But you do need to take action. You're in touch with your truth. You know who the right person is for you. You know exactly where you want to go. This is a positive sign. Like, you did have this as a positive sign. Like, so don't take this reading and be like, oh man, I got some shit going on. Like, you are surviving. You're making things happen. Ideas are coming into fruition like you asked. You also have caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. There is also a situation where I feel like it's been very sexual between the both of you. Only sexual is what I'm hearing. There hasn't been any other kind of connection. This is somebody that you need to really take a look further into, and I'm saying that now because we also have I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So this makes me think that either somebody is pregnant or somebody is going to say that they're pregnant. I'm saying to take action when it comes to your life, what it is that you're looking forward to. Like, I feel like you are ascending, you are going higher up, you are growing quite a bit, right? Sometimes we have to let people go in order to grow, okay? And I feel like that is what you're having to do with this situation. This somebody that you were having a very sexual connection with. This is somebody I feel like you're going to have to let this person go in order for you to just move up, because I feel like this person is in the dark. I also feel like if you don't, when you do decide to actually leave the situation, this person is going to either A, pretend to be pregnant, or B, they will be pregnant. But I do feel like there is a lot of pretending. Like, you have to trust yourself. Like, and there's caution that's warranted. Like, you know, like, they're telling you to be careful with this certain situation, to look into things before you go any further with this person. There's so many warnings when it comes to one person, like one of these people. And I feel like it's somebody that you are in a current, like, relationship with. There is somebody that there could have been something that happened with them, but this person has walked away from this situation. This is also somebody you actually had a really deep connection with, like a soul connection with this person. Again, this person has walked away from you. I'm really kind of getting like Aquarius, maybe a Taurus, but like I'm really like seeing Aquarius. I do feel like this person walked away from you. This is the person that you had like very hero like meetings. Like, this person's very protective of what's going on in their head. There's a lot of things that are unknown about this person. I also feel like you could have dreamt about this person as well, right? But this person, you might argue with this person a lot, okay? Like, there is a lot of arguing with this person, and I feel like it's because there's a lot of unspoken things between the both of you, right? And this is the person's that's name starts with an A. Are you kidding me? I need to get out of this reading. It's getting a little too close to home for me, so I'm just going to get out of here. But this is all that I have for you. I hope it was helpful. It confused me, and I'm a little uncomfortable, so I'm going to go do a reading on myself now. But if this was helpful, please let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to move on, so maybe meet again. Bye!